What's up, Jeffrey? Chris here, the owner of CNP Marketing and Design. And in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to bring more customers straight to your business using your website and Google Business Profile as the tools. And the topics of today are going to be content, backlinks, and citations, and what they'll actually do for your business if you use these strategies. More importantly, how you could easily get an extra 40 jobs consistently a month or more by doing what I'm about to teach you right here in this video. But first off, man, I checked out the website, and the website itself, I love the logo. And the layout's great, but it's not yet optimized to actually generate you business. So I'm about to teach you right here in this video how to do just that. But getting right into the first topic, and that's page content. Page content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of any site. Now you actually need about 1,500 to 2,000 words in your home page to be optimized with Google, depending on your competition and keywords. And this is also going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get business for. And what a buyer intent keyword is a word or phrase searched into Google that indicates that person's ready to buy your services. For example, I made this video based on Washington, D.C. because it's the largest area near you. So if somebody were to look up pressure washing, Washington, D.C., that's buyer intent because you know that they're looking to get a pressure washing job done, and it's in an area that you target. And when you rank for these words, you come up first to get more customers coming straight to you that are already ready to buy. And to sum it up, Google loves information and relevancy. And it actually has bots that will come and scan your website to try to find out what services you offer and what areas you target. And when you have these buyer intent keywords properly installed into your website and the content, meta tags, meta descriptions, so on and so forth, when you do this right, not only will it allow you to rank for these words in the first place and get that traffic and get the business, but it also make you very difficult for your competitors to beat. So this is why content is king, and it's the easiest and fastest way to rank for anything. So if you check out the amount of content you have on your front page, you're lacking in a lot of that content. Now, if we go over one of your biggest competitors in the DC area, and that's B&A pressure washing or power washing, you can tell that there's a little bit of a difference in the content. But at the same time, if you see the amount of content they have nowhere near an optimal amount of content, and this isn't optimized, which is going to make it that much easier to actually beat these guys and get all of the business that they're getting from their website onto yours. So the second important topic I want to go over with you are backlinks. To do that, I'm going to go into a tool I use called Ahrefs that gives you the breakdown of the performance of a website. So a backlink is super simple. It's just another website linking to yours through theirs, either through a clickable text or image. So if I clicked on this link right here and it brought me up to your website, that's an example of this website sending your website a backlink. And the idea is that these links act like an endorsement of your website from other sites that Google uses to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. Kind of like a popularity contest where the person with the most wins, but not all backlinks are created equal. You want more powerful and relevant sites linking to you to give you more authority in Google's eyes, because quality always wins with backlinks. And by relevant, I mean if you do the pressure washing sites linking to you, that's going to do a lot more for you than a site like P-Tut for obvious reasons, right? Now, if we hop over here, first off, let me walk you through these numbers real quick so you're not confused by this. UR is the power of your homepage. The DR is the power of the entire website. The amount of backlinks you have, the amount of websites sending those backlinks, the amount of keywords you're ranking for, and the amount of organic traffic on estimate by Ahrefs' account. So B&A power washing, there's a big difference in the statistics, right? A lot more numbers here. And as you can see, they're getting a lot more traffic for this. Now, this is actually about 5 to 10 times higher than what's reflected in Ahrefs. It's impossible to know the amount of organic traffic a website's getting unless it has code directly embedded into that website, such as Google Analytics. This is probably closer to about 1,700 searches every single month to their website. And just imagine how much business that they're getting off of this that you could be getting for yourself. Now, with backlinks, as far as backlinks go, one of the biggest things that you can do is take a look at your competitors' backlinks, and you can actually use them as a roadmap to beat them at their own game. So if they have a backlink that's worth, let's just say for simplicity, worth 50 points, you know that you have to get a backlink that's worth 60 points, right? And it's a very simple way of looking at it, but that's exactly how it works. So let's check out some of their keywords to find out what they're ranking for and what they're actually getting business from. So the cool thing about keywords, you can capture and rank for as many as you want. Every single area with every single location and service have their own keywords that you can rank for as well. This would be a perfect one that you want to go for. Pressure washing, Washington, D.C. On average, it gets 70 searches every single month. Could you imagine how many customers you could land if you just rank for that one keyword, or just let's say 5 of these keywords on here, right? So I actually give you the breakdown of some of those numbers and how they work here at the end of this video. But first, let's take a look at a Google search real quick. The first thing you see here are going to be ads, right? And while ads are great if they're made right, if they're not, they become a serious money pit. A lot of phones and computers have ad blockers too, which is another reason why organic ranking is so important. But this amazing tool right here is called the Google Map Pack. Many people go here first to find a business that fills their needs, and getting ranked right here in this top position typically means at least an extra 40 or 50% more calls than top organic ranking alone with just the website. Now, what gets you ranked here amongst other things is having a stronger and larger citation profile than your competitors. And the citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted in a directory such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. And yes, there are a lot of other ranking factors here, but your organic ranking and citations are some of the biggest. You could also rank in multiple areas all at once using the same profile, as well as capture all of those near me keywords like pressure washing near me. So just for example, so I know you're over here in Davidsonville. So let's just say your Google business profile starts right where that pin drops. Over time, the more power you push to it, the larger the area it's going to capture. Now, people from all over the place are looking for any kind of pressure washing services, and they're calling you because you're popping up in this top position by utilizing the strategy. And once these strategies are all coming together and you begin to outgrow your competitors, here's what you might be looking at and why it's worth it. So out of just these keywords that I grabbed from a variety of different areas, some of which I grabbed from some competitor research, some of which I did my own research to find the best options for you in your area. But out of just these keywords, and there's a ton more and a ton of other areas that you target as well, but you're looking at 930 searches every single month between just these keywords. Now, if you converted just 3% of the total volume into paying customers, which is a low ball, that's 28 new customers every single month on a consistent basis just from your website. Now, if you couple that with the Google business profile, you're looking to add about 40 or 50%, and that's about 40 new clients or more every single month by utilizing both strategies, not including all the other keywords or all the other areas that you target either. So how do we actually find these numbers though? The average click-through rate of somebody in the top position of Google is 28.5%, meaning if I looked up pressure washing Washington, D.C., this guy's typically going to get about 28.5% of those site visits. 60 to 80% of those will actually call your business or fill out a lead form. And if your closing rate is about 50%, which it typically is getting leads this way, here's what the numbers look like from just your website. If you maintain the top position for a buyer intent keyword that brought in 100 searches every single month, you can expect to close about 8 to 11 deals per month by maintaining that top position. I just like the low ball at 3% being the minimum, even though as you can tell, it's often higher. Because hey, nobody's ever upset with a low ball, right? And I'm not sure what your margins are specifically, but if you multiplied your average profit per job with the number of jobs you would get, what are you missing out on? And what could you be making this year if you use these strategies? So Jeffrey, this is what I do for a living. Well, this video is going to help you start generating a really good amount of revenue. If you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, or have any questions whatsoever about any of this, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message back, or you can give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate just a line of feedback so I know whether or not you got some value out of this. But thank you so much for watching thus far. And for getting this long in the video, I'm actually going to give you some bonus content that's going to go over some other strategies that you can utilize for getting business as well. One of which is going to be focusing on your Google business profile. Of course, I went over a little bit, but I wanted to give you some extra information. So these are going to be the main ranking factors for ranking your Google business profile. I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long, so I'm going to leave this right here for you to refer back to. Right? Facebook ads, if you do them right, that's 5 to 15 jobs or $5 to $15 per pressure washing lead, right? This is the kind of media you're going to want. This is how to think about your targeting. And this is how you want to create your ad copy. You want to get their attention, create interest, create desire, and call them to action. You have to be patient and test different methods. Google Ads is a surefire way of getting a lot of business in your area, in your market especially. So these are going to be the biggest things that I want you to focus on if you do take this route, because these are tips and tricks for your specific industry, right? So these and also down here, and these are some things to keep in mind when developing your landing page for whether or not you do Facebook or Google Ads. So I'm going to leave this right here, just some extra information, just some bonus material for actually getting this far in the video. I hope this helps, Jeffrey. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon, my man.